Today I'm going to be showing you a really good shelf-stable emulsified body scrub formula. This is going to be available in PDF format from my website and the link will be below. What we're going to do is start off with our oils. I have a combination of a couple of oils in this bowl. In the PDF I do go through what oils you can use and why, and give you some suggestions, substitutions, because you're going to be fairly free to use what you like in this formulation. And then I'm going to add another oil to this as well. So we've got two in here, and then I have another one in this beaker which I'm going to add now, and that's a combination of 3 different oils. You can use just one, you can use 2, or you can use more. It will be up to you. Then you do have a choice of butters, so I'm using a combination of a couple here and putting those in. And then because this is an emulsified scrub, there are some other things that we want, and one of those things is acetyl alcohol, so I'm adding some of that. And also we need an emulsifier, and I'm using EcoMulse in this recipe. This whole recipe is fairly eco-cert, but you can change things out. I go into all of that in the PDF. And I'm also using some stearic acid as well. And again, in the PDF, it will be explained why I use what I use and things you can use instead. Bear in mind, if you change ingredients, you may have a slightly different texture than mine, and just because mine has been shelf stable doesn't mean yours will, so you do need to perform stability yourself as well. So I've melted those down, and this is what we're left with, and we'll let this cool and solidify a little bit, and you'll see you get this kind of texture, and we're going to whip it up with a hand mixer. Once you've done that, you can add your cool down phase ingredients, which is your vitamin E, preservative and fragrance, and whip those in so that they're combined really well, and you get this kind of light, creamy, sort of whipped cream texture. You can see how lovely that is. And then we're going to add our exfoliant. In this one, I'm just adding sugar. This is fine caster sugar. You can use granulated caster sugar. You could use a mixture of this and another exfoliant, or just another exfoliant. It's really up to you. I've given suggestions in the PDF, so you can check that out. The finer the sugar, the sort of smoother and more like this consistency it is. So it depends what you want from it really, and what area of the body you intend to use it on. And then what I want is a sort of pink and white swirl for this, but you can do what you like. So I'm just going to separate this into 2 bowls after I've mixed the sugar in, so that I can add pink to one of them, and then we're going to pipe it into jars. It's a good idea to whisk in the colour as well, just to make sure that it's combined well. And if you're using a powdered colourant, maybe just mix with a touch of isopropyl alcohol before you add it, so that it can disperse evenly and you're not left with little chunks of colour throughout your scrub. So now you can either spoon it or scoop it into your tubs. How thick or thin this is will very much depend on your butter and oil choices. So that will all be explained in the PDF as well. This is sort of a medium viscosity, so I'm just going to plop it in this piping bag and then just cut a hole in the end. We're not doing any fancy piping, I just want the two colours to sort of swirl together a little, which is why I'm doing it like this. To purchase this formula in PDF format, you can click the link below. These jars will also be linked in the PDF if you like these, but I do encourage you to be original and pick your own packaging, so have a look around and see what kind of fits your branding. And here's the finished product as I make it. I will include how I've made it here in the PDF and then give you substitutions and things you can do to change it up a little bit, bearing in mind that what you do may change the consistency and you do need to perform your own stability because your good manufacturing practice, your ingredients, suppliers, your hygiene practices, everything you do will vary from mine slightly, so results will vary, so just bear that in mind, but I've tried to offer you a nice stable product here, so hopefully you'll really like it. It feels really lovely on the skin, so let's give it a test in the sink. So it's quite smooth going on because this is a very fine sugar. You can have it more granulated if you want, or use a different exfoliant. I encourage you to use something that does dissolve and won't clog your sink though. And then once you add water, it emulsifies nicely and it rinses off cleanly, leaving your skin feeling silky soft without horrible greasy residue. So we really love this scrub. It's one of my favourites. It's a really good addition to your range that you can customise loads, so I really hope it helps you. If you do want to use this for your own business, then make sure you do your stability testing and you also get yourself a cosmetic safety report as well. I hope you enjoyed this. I will be offering more formulas going forward to just buy, or you can check out my formula experiments over on Patreon, which is also linked below. But until next time, thank you for watching. Thank you to all of my patrons, and I'll see you in the next one.